Yeah.
Hey cuties, today we'll be going back to my country Liberia where I'll be making some palava sauce. This dish cost me £23.50 to make and 2 hours to cook. It turns out Nigerians have this as well and call it Ewedu. Now the trick with making this dish is that you're not supposed to cover the pot once you're stirring the palava sauce. So make sure that your meat is well cooked before you transfer it into the palava sauce itself. Alright guys, let's get into this. Please look for the ingredients in the description bar below. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by cleaning our chicken by removing the hair and the fat. Right, I don't know what this is called in the chicken, but remove it. Right, next we're going to clean the chicken thoroughly with some vinegar and we're going to remove all the excess fat. Moving on to our gizzard, we're going to be cleaning it the exact same way by removing the fat and then cleaning it with some vinegar. Pop your meat into the pot with some onions and pepper and proceed to season according to your taste. I've added some parsley, some jumbo, some Maggi, some black pepper and some grounded crayfish. Ensure that your meat is well seasoned because this is where your flavor is going to come from. Now add some water and allow your meat to cook. Moving on to our seafood, we're going to start off by cleaning our king prawn. First thing you're going to do is remove the head and then rinse it off because it's got gunk on it. Now push this hip back and then try to take the poop out in one go as I'm doing. Before cleaning the crab with vinegar, you'd want to remove the hair-like bits from the shell as I'm doing. Now that you've removed the dirt from your seafood, you're going to drench it in some vinegar and allow it to sit so that it gets rid of that fresh smell whilst you jump onto something else. Moving on to our blended mixture, you're going to chop up 1 big onion and some pepper according to your tolerance. I put 2 and some crayfish. Add some water and blitz away. Proceed to pour the blended mixture into your pot of meat that's partially cooked. Going back to our seafood, you're just going to drain the water and give it a good rinse. After your meat has been on the fire for 15 minutes, proceed to add your seafood to the pot. Now that your meat is cooked, please make sure that there's flavour in the broth because after this point, it'll be hard to season your food. Moving on to the palava sauce, you're going to pop this in the pot. Do not add any water. If you do have 2 separate pots, pop this on the stove whilst the meat is cooking in order to speed up your cook time. Once your palava sauce has been on the stove for roughly 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to transfer your cooked meat and the stock into the pot. Right guys, it's time for us to include our palm oil into the soup. I prefer the one from Ghana, but please just feel free to use whichever one you want. I can't provide an exact estimation as to how much oil you're supposed to use. You don't want to put too much oil in there and saturate the soup. You're just going to have to eyeball it. But once you've put the oil into the pot, you're just going to stir it until it practically emulsifies. Right guys, coming to the end now, your soup should look like this. We Liberians tend to serve our palava sauce with either fufu or rice. I opted for rice on this occasion.